Hey, it's Brian. I want to thank people who sent me reviews of my novel, All of the Above. It is always great hearing from people. And you know, when we're traveling, I like to bring a copy of my novel or a copy of my collection of short stories, birthday presents with me, sign it and date it, and leave it. You know, for a fellow traveler, fellow reader. And that's what I'm going to do on this trip. So there's a couple of different places you can leave a book when you're traveling if you've read it. I've read both mine. One is the place where you're staying, like we are at this beautiful cottage. The other place could be a local cafe, and we know one of those too. So I got to decide where to put it. But in the meantime, let's take a look around here. This is a beautiful part of the world, West Michigan. Okay, a little bit of information on the ground. This part of western Michigan used to be big timber and big building country. Yesterday or the day before, they had 6 to 8 foot waves out on this lake. So there was a race, and anyway, more on that later, a sailboat race, and stuff happened. It's tragic. So, does this camera make my nose look big? As I'm hiking through this bucolic state park here in Michigan, I'm reminded that the natural world, kind of in quotes, is almost like a character in my new novel, All of the Above. And the setting for the novel? Contemporary coastal Nova Scotia. Some of it is set in forests, just like this. I'm still trying to decide where to put that signed copy of my novel. Looked at a couple of options already. When you look at my new novel, you'll see that a lot of it is set by the ocean. Now, this isn't the ocean, but some people say it's an inland sea, which it's called America's Third Coast. There's several scenes in my novel set around bonfires like this, with my protagonist, Max, and his cousin Molly, but no marshmallows. Okay, I'm in Saugatuck, Michigan, looking for a place to leave a signed copy of my novel. We've been coming to this cafe on summer vacay for years. It definitely gets 2 thumbs up. You know, people often recycle books at local cafes, so I'm looking for a place here to possibly leave my novel. Either here or at the cottage. Hey, there's no bookshelf per se here, but you can always casually leave a book in a cafe and someone will pick it up for a read. Saugatuck sure is a nice little town here in West Michigan. And there goes a paddle boat out onto the lake. There's small galleries here, and there's a nice yacht club and outdoor cafes. Beautiful this time of year. Plus, I think they also do some Christmas things around here, year-round. Lake Michigan levels are high again this year. Oh look, and there's some people making a peace sign. I sure hope they're right. So it looks like the sun is setting here on our vacay in West Michigan. And drum roll please, big decision. I've decided to leave the signed copy of my novel here at the cottage for fellow travelers. Who knows, 10 years from now, I'll meet some person in an airport or something like that, and they'll say, "Holy mackerel, I found your novel in a cottage in Michigan and it changed my life." Conversely, they might say it was the best book I've ever burned. Yeah, and don't forget to check out my website. Here it is. You can get more information on my photography there and my works of fiction, or you can subscribe to my newsletter. All right, thanks for tagging along.